wonderful friends. I want to just bless God because of your life, and I want to appreciate you for all the calls and all the feedback systems we've actually received from you as a person. My name is BARR.IKENNA Emmanuel. I am the lead pastor of Faithhouse Leadership Churches worldwide, and I'm the international president of the International Center for Leadership, Diplomacy, and Economic Development. I want to let you know that the best part of you is yet to come. Today, I'll be doing the part B of the broadcast of the training session that I did the last time. Please, you can also go to our YouTube channel, FaithhouseTv, and subscribe, and then get to the part A of what I'm going to talk about today. Today, I'll be talking about how to make progress in difficult situations. The last time I talked about 2 of them, and today I'm going to talk about 2 to 3 of them. I'm going to be as fast as possible because of time and content. I want you to know that we are living in a world where there are a lot of disappointments, a lot of hard times. People are going through a whole lot of things in America. People are going through a lot of things in Sweden. People are going through a lot of things in Australia. People are going through a lot of things in Africa. All over the world. It doesn't matter what you are going through. I want you to know that those difficult situations, there is always a way out. If you can actually subscribe to the principles and the attitudes and dispositions that I've actually provided for you on this platform. These are things that I've practiced over time in my life, and I've always found myself making advancements. I always found myself going through those difficult situations, coming out being the better person that life, God, destiny, and provisions have actually made available for me as a person in our organization. I want to just talk to someone who is going through a hard time, or your organization is going through a hard time, your career is going through a hard time, your business is going through a hard time, your marriage is going through a hard time, your family is going through a hard time, a lot of things are going wrong with your calling, going wrong with your ministry. I want you to realize this one truth, that you can actually be the best. You can actually come out and emerge as a global leader in the midst of this horrific, in the midst of these forensic challenges that life on itself has actually unleashed on you. And today, I'll be talking about 3 of them. I've talked about 2 before today, because today is the 3rd one. And if you want to make progress in difficult situations, the top thing you need to do, is to find a relocation. The 4th thing you need to do, the 3rd thing you need to do rather, is that you need to relocate. You need to find a better environment. A better environment. Let me just use that word. You need to get into a better environment. You need to understand that there's always a habitat for the advancement of any gift and every talent. Just like a mosquito will always grow and breed exceptionally in a waterlogged area than in a cozy environment. There are places where you go, you won't be able to survive the hard times. And something happened also in the book of Genesis chapter number 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42, that there was massive famine. There was hard times. Things were so bad for God's people. Things were so bad for Jacob. Things were so bad for him and all his sons and all the rest of them. And they had to sell everything that they have. They had to go down to Egypt in search of food. And the book of Genesis 42, verse 1 to 2 said, when Jacob learned that there was food in Egypt, he said to his sons, why do you sit around here and look at one another? I've heard that there is food in Egypt. Go down there and buy some so that we can survive and not starve to death. When I did the part 1 of this video, I told you that one of the things you need to do is to begin to look for opportunities in the midst of that difficult situations. But I want you to know something, that most of the time, if you look at the opportunities in such difficult situations and you're not finding the opportunities, please do well and relocate. Some persons listening to me now, you need to relocate out of America. You need to relocate out of Europe. You need to relocate out of Africa. I want you to also know that you need to verify from God and do your SWOT analysis properly. I want to put that very clear. You verify from God, do your SWOT analysis properly before you relocate. You know, when there was famine in the land of Gerar, and in the book of Genesis 26 verse 1, and Isaac wanted to relocate. He had a voice. God told him, don't relocate. But now, in this Genesis chapter 42, from verse 1 to 3, Jacob had a lot of challenges and issues, famine-wise, and he had his children to feed, and he had to relocate. Nobody told me that he asked God, because he told his children, you guys need to get them to Egypt and go and buy food. Can I speak to somebody? You need to relocate, probably your shop to another location. You need to relocate your school. You need to relocate your ministry. You need to try other cities. You need to try other opportunities that probably you may not be able to see in your location. Why some people are moving out of Nigeria to any of these European countries? Some Europeans are coming into Nigeria to invest because they are seeing something quite different that others are not seeing. So there's nothing wrong in living Nigeria. There's nothing wrong in living Africa. There's nothing wrong, because definitely it all depends on the SWOT analysis you've done and the approvals that you've gotten from God and your capacity to navigate through the process and the challenges of your new location. Because for every new location, there is new allocation. For every new location, there is a new challenge that you need to go through, settling down your family, settling down things, writing applications, acclimatizing with the right environment. But what I'm putting out here, bottom line, is that you need to understand your environment. You need to appreciate the environment you are in, and then begin to do a cursory analysis and ask yourself some critical questions whether you need to make progress by relocating to another place. Some people have relocated out of Nigeria and made it. Some people have also come into Nigeria and they are rich. There are certain persons who don't want to leave Nigeria. There are certain persons who don't want to leave Africa because of the avalanche of businesses that they have. And Nigeria have actually been a blessing to so many people, in the same way Nigeria have actually been a source of sorrow to several persons who are living in the country. So you need to understand this principle of absolute relocation. All right, the second thing you need to do for today, which is also the fourth thing in the general series, is that you have to learn how to confront the situation. You have to learn how to confront the situation. In the book of Genesis 26, from verse 1 to the last verse that I read for you, you find that Isaac saw opportunities of 3 major wells, but he had confrontations. Can you imagine a man that has actually been blessed, and then the man had a voice from God, and God told him that he had to stay in Gerar, and he didn't move, and then they began to dig the first well, and there was contention. The second well, there was contention. I want you to know that you can actually confront that issue. Call your wife, sit down, call your husband, sit down, discuss the issue, instead of blaming someone. I want you to do something very critical. I want you to do something very radical. You need to call your people working with you in the company, and let's do a kind of auditing of how we got to this mess. How did we mess up? How did we lose our money? How did we misbehave? What really happened? Why are we not making progress in this company, in this organization, in this establishment? I want you to do a critical analysis and confront the situation. If you need to sack somebody, sack somebody. If you need to deal with somebody, deal with somebody. If you need to stop a habit, you stop a habit. People find it difficult to go through difficult situations. Why? Because they have not been able to do a personal appraisal. They have not been able to do a critical analysis of the challenges that they are going through. What actually brought in the challenges? Who are the people that were part and contributing factors that have caused us to have these challenges? Once you're able to do this critical analysis, I want you to know that you're going to bring out the best. I want you to know that you're going to cause a solution. I want you to know that the best part of you is going to come out. I want you to know that you're going to navigate through the process and be the best. Challenges do not kill. The problem is that you don't have what it takes to do a critical analysis about yourself to confront them. There is no challenge on planet Earth. There's nothing that can actually get me scared. Why? Because I've come to realize that when I meet a situation, I look at the situation headlong, fight it headlong, look at it face to face. Don't be scared of confronting issues. Don't be scared of confronting financial failure. Don't be scared of confronting academic failure. Don't be scared of confronting lack of food. You find out that Isaac confronted the Philistines, and he got to the point that they gave him Rehoboth. And he was able to become one of the greatest men, and he was able to navigate through the process. And finally, on this series, the third thing you need to do on this series is that you need to ask for help. Yes, you need to ask for help. David said, my help cometh from the Lord which made the heavens and the earth. There are 2 dimensions of people that you need to ask for help. Number 1, your friends, your relatives, your partners, your associates. A lot of people are, somebody's asking, oh, Barrister, what are you saying? You mean I'm going to condescend so low to ask somebody for help? Okay, why not? Do you want to die in the process? Do you want to die in isolation? No, 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 no. You don't have to die in isolation. You need to go out there and ask for help. Can I repeat that so that you can actually hear? You need to go out there and ask for help. You know, severally, a lot of people, because of their personal aggrandizement, because of pride, or because of their low self-esteem or overrated esteem about themselves, your marriage is going down. You don't want to go and ask for help. Your business is going down because of pride. You won't ask for help. Your health is deteriorating because of pride. You won't ask for help. Once you die, everybody moves along. Once you die, life goes on. I want you to lift up your hands and cry out for help. I'm not telling you to expose yourself. I'm not telling you not to have secrets, but I want to let you know you can actually go out and ask questions. I want to let you know you can actually go out and subscribe for information. I want you to know that someone somewhere close to you have the information you need. But the problem is that you have refused to go and ask the person. The person might be your neighbor. The person might be your husband. The person might be your wife. The person might definitely be your junior. The person might be someone that you actually met carelessly on the road. I want you to know that human beings are carriers of help. Human beings everywhere. Can you just look around you? Are there things that you're going through? Are there difficult situations you're passing through? And there are things and there are human beings around you that can actually give you that solution. Oh, do you know that watching this video, I'm already giving you a solution? Do you know that talking with me online, do you know that actually giving me a chat, do you know actually giving me a call and discussing with me can actually solve a problem for you? There is a whole lot of human beings everywhere, all over the world, intelligent human beings. These are people that are very cerebral when it has to do with information. They're very powerful. They are very, very, very educated, widely traveled. They have a lot of connections. You can actually put a call across them, send them an email, send them a text. Hey, can I get some advice from you on how to run my business? Can I get an advice from you on how to run my family and have a peaceful home? Can I get an advice from you on how to be submissive to my husband and how to love my wife? Can I get an advice from you? I'm having this challenge. Don't allow things to kill you. My health is not working well. I need an advice. I need a professional advice. Do you have anybody who can actually help me get this? Oh, I'm an expert in this. I'm an expert. I can ask questions as long as I can actually get a solution. I'm always given to asking for help. I'm not talking about begging. I'm talking about asking for information, asking for advice, receiving counseling. And most of the time, this counseling can be very, very cheap. You can actually get it free. And you can actually also pay for it. If you have to meet a consultant, you need to do the needful because your success is very, very important. And ultimately, you need to ask God for help. No man can actually help you without the motivation of God. Just like I said in the book of Genesis 26 from verse 1. It was God that actually spoke to Isaac. I said, thou shalt not go down to Egypt. When you ask God in prayers, I want you to know that he's going to give you the ultimate direction. Psalm 24 verse 1 says that the earth is the Lord and his fullness thereof. He understands mathematics. He understands career development. God is the originator of invention and innovation. He understands professionalism. God understands your marriage. He knows you are a married man. He knows you are a married woman. He knows business. God knows everything. Just ask him a question. He's going to answer you. Tell God the challenges. Go through the process of kneeling down. Humble yourself before him, but make sure you also get information from human beings. Even the information you have, you've actually accessed from human beings, you need to actually fine-tune them and see a lot of things when you ask God in prayer. I declare to you, God will answer you. I declare to you, heaven will open for you. I declare to you, you will not be stranded. I silence every wickedness around your life in the precious, mighty name of Jesus Christ. Beloved, the best of you in this difficult situation is that you're going to rise and become the global champion life has made you to be. You're going to rise up and be the solid human being that God has ordained that your life would definitely be like. All right, till I see you next time, I remain your friend, your coach, your mentor, your personality development expert, BARR.IKENNA, Emmanuel. Please do well and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please do well and put up a call across, and then we're going to get talking. Share the videos to your friends. Till I see you next time, you are a success. You are the global giant that life is waiting for. God bless you, and do have a nice time.